Hey guys, my orchard videos. Well, thinking about buying a uh, another piece of machinery. I have a side business uh, off the farm where I go do little excavating jobs and such, and I'm wondering what to buy, um, and also price range too. Anyways, I've been thinking about getting one of these little BX tractors, the little loader backhoe, and also you get one with a little motor on the bottom too, right? So it makes it very handy, and I can do a lot of things with it. Those of you who do know is I have the tractor with the backhoe on it, the L3301, the backhoe. The problem is when I want to do stuff around the house and mow and such, the backhoe is in the back of the tractor, and I can't do what I want because it's a hassle having one or the other on the machine, right? And I thought about BX tractor, which is very handy, and you can do a lot of different things, and it's dedicated for doing that, right? Uh, Orchard, I mean, I have my fruit trees, and I got to deal with that kind of stuff. So I have a few options. I want to talk about it and see what you guys think, and you give me some feedback in the comments below. So yes, so the BX, we all know a lot about it. It's a very handy little machine, and of course it's small and petite, and it's good for what it's good for. Move on to another picture here. I want to show you guys. Okay, so I've been also thinking about buying one of these Chinese excavators. They call it a high top 10, and I could probably get into one for about between $10,000 to $13,000. It's basically a shovel on tracks. So I mean, it's better than better than using a shovel yourself. But I mean, it is what it is. And some of them come in gasoline engines, and some come in diesel. I'd opt to get the gasoline one because they're easier to uh, maintain and such. I mean, the gasoline engine, once the motor blows, just go to Harbor Freight or Princess Auto here in Canada, replace the motor, and you're back in business. And they're built very simple, so for the price, can't go wrong. I thought about getting two different ones on this one here. Uh, Price range, I mean, I've looked at ones that are the 1 ton, they'll come a 1 ton machine, and a 1.5 ton and a 2 ton. Now, getting the 2 ton, you're looking at about $26,000. A ton and a half, you're looking at about 17 grand. So something like this should actually buy cash, and it's paid for and done, right? So, but I'm kind of fond of them. I kind of like them, and I mean, they're tight, they're small, and they get to basically drive right through a doorway without no problems, which is kind of appealing to me because when you have a side business doing excavating, you want to get into tight areas, to worry about cab hitting or tracks hitting, whatever. But on this particular model, the tracks don't expand, so that's can be a bit of a problem with being tippy. That's one of the biggest problems with excavators is feeling tippy on them. But nonetheless, it's a good little machine. The other one I've thought about is the where am I here? I thought about buying this one here too, and this is the Kubota 1.8 ton machine, and they're so expensive now. I mean, 2 years ago our price went out and when it came out to 35 grand, and then now they're just roughly over 40, maybe 45, about 40 some thousand dollars in Canada. I mean, everything in Canada is way more expensive than anywhere in the world. So it's just the way it is. But I looked about getting a cabin model and open cab and such, but I just can't get over that price for it. I mean, something you may use a lot or may not use a lot. I mean, it's kind of one of those things, right? So I don't know. It's just I've also thought about getting a 3-point hitch PTO adapter for the front of the skid steer. and you can basically look up that for yourself, and have a look at it. But yeah, so another very interesting adapter. So actually, just hold on a minute. I think I'm going to bring one up. Anyways, now here was my fourth option, was buying a PTO skid steer adapter 3-point hitch system for the front of the skid steer I have. So it's low pressure, of course. There's no high pressure on my machine. Is low pressure. So I thought this might be a good option to go this route. This is a very interesting option where I can basically put a motor on the front. You can put anything's 3-point hitch on the front of the skid steer, which makes it very handy as well, and also a backhoe adapter if you wanted to, because my little backhoe I still have, which I had put on the back of the G42 or 4200 garden tractor, would fit on this. So anyways, there's lots of options and such. So there's many different options I can take, but I don't know, just kind of thinking what is the best and what is the cheapest way to do stuff. I mean, this is probably the cheapest way to go because I already have the machine, a skid steer, and I can put on a motor on this thing here, on this adapter here, and other implements, and I can use the machine for whatever, right? I just can't get too close to trees because it has a canopy on it, some branches off, which can be a problem, but nonetheless, still a good handy attachment. So yeah, so those are the options. Excavator is a nice thing to have, and it's but the price point is very expensive. The Chinese machine, well, here again, it's very affordable. For under $13,000, you get yourself a nice little machine that can do a lot of things. Ooh, too much. It can do a lot of things for you, and may not do a lot of things. And the thing is, you have to be really careful because the tracks don't expand, and the sucker can probably roll over on you. So, or a guy gets something like this, which is very useful too. And the price tag is not quite as heavy as the excavator, but you have more options where you can do a lot more with this machine if you have a 3-point hitch set up on the back, which you can still do dirt work with the back or the loader, mow grass if you have the mower deck, and that way when you do a little job or something, you have the backhoe set up, you go do a job, and at least your big tractor, you don't have to worry about putting the backhoe on and off on there and doing that. So anyways, so I'll post up a little video. I'm kind of thinking what to buy for my business. Like I said, having the L3301 with the backhoe is fine, but when you have other stuff to do on your farm or whatever, and having that backhoe on the back kind of plugs up the tractor for doing other projects. So the other nice thing about having the PTO adapter for the skid steer is my tractor in particular got hydraulic fittings on the front, and I'm also would be able to put more implements on the front of the tractor if I needed to be. So there's many different options that I can take. I do like the BX series. I do like the Chinese excavator, but the problem is more and more money, more payments and such, and we're all trying to save as much money as we can and make as much money as we can too. So yeah, so I don't know, we have a lot of options, but anyways, this video, tell me what you think, what your opinions are, and what your thoughts are on what option you would buy if you had a budget of around $20,000, maybe as a down payment or whatever, and tell me what you think, what you would buy for your little excavating business and such. So here we're getting cold again, so it's going to be wintertime here pretty quick here again. So you buy these things late and then you're going to sit for 5-6 months. So who knows. Alright guys, thanks for watching my video, and see you in the next one. Bye for now.